My uncle hired a chef for the festive period. This is not the first time he's, hiring someone to help him cook whenever he comes back from the abroad, or even like a cleaner to help him clean the house whenever he's back. And this chef he employed recently is totally different from the other chefs he has always employed. And I'll tell you in a minute. Let's backtrack to the year 2025 when I had this awesome conversation with this woman, Ramatu Ibrahim, on Victorious Woman. And I asked her, what does she look out for when she's employing people? And she said she looks out for character. And I was like, interesting. You don't check for the skills. She says the reason why she looks out for character is because character cannot be learned, but skills can be learned. So if you find somebody that is humble, that is willing to learn, that is kind, that is peaceful, and ready to learn on the job, their skills would not matter, but that character is what is important. And this is not the first time I'm hearing it. I was discussing with a friend, would I call him a friend or an acquaintance, when I was in the radio station, and he said that what he also looks out for when he's working with people is character. Now, back to this chef my uncle employed. One thing she didn't know how to do well was to organize herself in the kitchen. One, like, how they say how you know a good chef is after they're done cooking, the kitchen looks clean, speak and span. Aside from that, you can argue with that. But another thing that makes a good chef is a good meal. So your kitchen can be in a state of uproar, but is your food good? Is it tasty to people who and ah when you're done cooking? That's what makes you a great chef, right? She lacked both of these skills. And guess another thing she lacked? Character. She didn't know how to greet people. She didn't know how to answer questions when being asked questions. She didn't know how to regard her elders. She didn't know how to be humble enough to ask questions. She didn't know how to interact. She didn't know how to be social. And, my mom was trying to defend her and say things like, oh, that's her personality. Maybe she's introverted. She doesn't know how to talk to people. And I was like, Mom, that is a weird thing to say, because if you are really passionate about your job, you don't need to be extroverted to show that you're good at your job. You just need to be human enough and respectful, and at least try to be bold. It's a freaking job. You were employed to do a job, right? So do the freaking job and get out. I used to say this, like, when I entered radio, I didn't have the skills, but one thing I had going for me was my passion to learn and my ability to ask the stupidest questions. And guess what? Those things got me into the room without having the skills. The character of being friendly is also important. Guess what? They sacked her today and brought another chef. And this new chef they brought, people are already oohing and ahhing at her, because not only can she, I've not tasted her food, but aside from, her cooking skills, she knows one thing my auntie pointed out was that once she's done cooking, the kitchen is always clean. And it's like, a point for her. And she's always asking, are you good? Do you want anything? Do you want food? Are you done with this? Let me clear it out. She's effective. She's not waiting to be told what to do. That is character. That is an excellent person who knows what they are meant to do. The other one is just waiting to be told what to do. She, aside from the fact she cannot cook, she's waiting for people to tell her what to do. She's waiting for people to tell her they're hungry. She's waiting for people to tell her that they want to be fed. You're a chef. You feed people. You should be up and doing. The bottom line of this conversation is, in everything you do in life, people will tell you, apply for the job that you don't have the skills for. When you get there, you learn. Yeah, so when you get there, you learn. But make sure you have the right character. Make sure you have the right attitude to work. Make sure you're doing what you ought to do. Make sure you're greeting the people you ought to greet. Make sure you're asking questions. Make sure you're showing that I am ready to do the job. Yes, I don't know how to do it, but I am ready to do the job. Don't act like, somebody is forcing you, because they are not forcing you. They are paying you. So you act like you are there to do a freaking job. Character is so important. When these two people that I had conversations with before experiencing this thing this year, when when they told it to me, I said, that's an interesting approach, because I always thought that skills were more important. But having experienced this in firsthand, it now sinks in like, oh, this is what these guys mean. I'm not saying you should be all smiley but have an open attitude. Interact with people, warm up to people. Because if you cannot I was telling my mom, like, even if she could not cook, us that can cook in the house, we can come over to my uncle's house and aid her. And my uncle would not even know that she cannot cook, because there are people helping you out. But guess what you did? Guess what the chef did? She locked us off. She blocked us off. It felt like we were forcing her, we were coercing her into speaking to us. You greet her, she'll just be like, There's something about being open. Yes, this environment is not new to you, but you're inquisitive. You're curious enough to know, like, oh, so this man has like other family members that don't live in his house. What are their freaking names? I don't even know her name. What are their names? Who are they to this man? Where are they coming from? Like, strike up a relationship. And those are the people that will bring you to the other level. So I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to be sorry for doing this. People go to church, you go to Jesus, you pray for new levels. But when you get to the level, you act like this was not the level you prayed for. God will give you the level, but it's you that will sustain that level. You're the one that will sustain it. Because if you go to that level and you act like you don't have sense or you don't have character, they will take you away from the level. You will be fired because you don't have the ability to sustain the gift you have. I was telling my mom that it was just a one-day interaction. I was just like, there's something wrong here. This is not the right attitude to have at work. And nobody was ordering her around. It's just like a normal conversation, like guy to guy. But she was already giving off like, I don't want all of this. My mom already warmed up to her. My mom, the first day we came to the village, my mom gave her food. She ate and everything. And I already felt like, since my mom's giving her food, they were like, we're building. It's a building. It's like our doors are open, come in, chill, relax. We are all together in this. But this girl was like, hell no, we are not together in anything. Go your way, I go my way. Yes, you gave me food, please go your way. Now, my mom didn't give her food for her to do anything extraordinary to us, but there's something about building relationship. So it might not be food, it might be something else. It might be just, striking up a conversation with the person, showing the person kindness. And one way my mom will show you kindness is if there is food, everybody is going to eat. She's not going to starve you. I told my mom that after the first of interaction, I told my mom that with this kind of attitude, she will not be employed again. Like if my uncle comes back, they will not dial her number again because she's not doing the right thing. She's not giving the right character. There's something about you did a job so damn well. And people are rushing you. That's what Nigerians don't know about business or work. Yes, they're not paying you the amount they're meant to pay you. Yes, you're just a starter and you're not getting the benefits. But your excellence, the way you show up, is what should speak for you. I think I've shared the story on this podcast. I forget now, but I remember going to Sapiencia. I didn't do up to 6 months in Sapiencia, but every time Sapiencia is always calling me. I didn't spend up to a year in Sapiencia for them to call me. I just needed 3 months to make an impression. And even till now, I don't even think I made enough impression. Everywhere you go, make a freaking impression, even when you don't have the skills. Show your drive. Show that nobody forced you to come and do this work. Show that you need it enough. Show that you do an excellent job. Show that you can leave this house and I would keep this house safe for you. And guess what? When December comes, now so your phone go, they ring. And now you go, they struggle. Which one should I choose? You now have the, what do they call it? The paradox of choice. Because when you have a lot of options, you become confused, right? And that's a blessing. It's a curse, but it's also a blessing. It's a gift to have that. I can remember struggling between Sapiencia and Invicta. Where should I go to? I'm like, girl, you should not be complaining because it's good that you have two places that are striving to keep you with them. It's good. If you didn't get anything from all this rants today, one thing I want you to get from it is build your character. Your character is what will open doors for you and keep you there. Your skills can open doors for you, but your character will keep you there. Your character will keep you there. The way you are behaving, your attitude is what will keep you there. Don't say I not tell you. I am rooting for you. Okay?